Hi, Dan. Good, buddy. Turn your mic on. How are you? Get right up in there. Danny, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys
Dan,
today?
great to see you. I got to tell everybody, I met Dan last week. Actually, maybe a week ago, a couple of weeks ago. And tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Ashland, Ohio, Tony.
And what do you do?
I'm a park ranger and a coach.
Sweet. And you coach?
I coach high school football at Hillsdale High School.
Yeah, Hillsdale. Do you know who beat Hillsdale this year in the playoffs?
No, I don't.
It was Ashley's brother.
It was
Norway.
Norway.
Actually, they beat us in the conference championship.
Oh,
we didn't even make the playoffs.
Okay.
We were 9-1 and didn't get in.
What is that? 9-1? Who got in?
Sometimes there's these computer points.
Yeah,
are
wait a minute.
bizarre.
Who got in before you?
Team's a heck of a lot worse. I'm not sure.
What did you guys not have a tough schedule?
You know, we had scheduled what we thought a front-end schedule a little tougher to get some more computer points, but some of the schools just didn't have real good years.
Right, geez.
And early season.
That stinks. It's not your fault, Dan,
Right.
that those schools didn't have good
And
seasons.
you attested. You said Ashley's brother was real.
Oh, he was a real deal.
Real
he
player.
Was. We had Norway beat 50 seconds left, and Adam brought him down the last drive and put a dagger in our heart, and no playoffs, and
Wow. And where's he going to play college ball?
I think he's going to AU.
Ashland.
And I actually went over to show that I'm a good sport. I went over to watch him beat Kenton.
Oh, good. Good for you. Well, you are a good sport, Dan, and we're here to talk about a new product that you came up with. You kind of fell into this, didn't you?
Well, yeah, we had in our county, which is Ashland County, we had a lot of young teens get killed in teen-related accidents. And my wife and I were going somewhere one time, and I said, we got to figure something out. She goes, well, honey, go ahead and go do some talks to the schools. And I said, no, we need to have something that just slows the cars down, So actually, I used to race cars and was thinking about some technology back then, and kind of put some things together on paper, and went and talked to an engineer, which actually is here in Ohio, in Metro, Ohio. And took him about 6 months to come up with a prototype, and we kept tweaking it. And I actually have it on my charger out here in the parking lot, and top speed 73 miles per hour.
So it's called Highway Guardian,
right?
And it goes actually through your fuel system, right?
Right. Yeah, it's basically an internal speedometer.
Case, listen, you got kids.
GPS based. Once the internal speedometer is 73, we send a pulse to the fuel injection. Just a pulse, just temporary interrupt power. And once you hit 73, all you'll do is feel hesitation. You
keep going 73.
Yeah, you keep going 73, and you go to 72, you don't even know what's on the vehicle. We drove all the way up here today, 71, 72 miles per hour, never hit it.
Wow. So you put this on, the kids can't take it off.
Right.
They could go under the hood, but then you would know, is my point.
Yeah, the parents will. We have some tamper-proof things built in here that, a kid can't just, see a dad and mom go down about a mile down the road, unhook all this, go as fast as they want, come back, and rehook it up. So, the bottom line is, and all the statistical data, which you talked about a little bit yesterday with, 14,000 deaths and 140,000 injuries, 40% of those related to teen deaths. If we could slow our teens down and protect them from themselves, we would save lives. And that's the greatest thing about this product.
And Dan, it's not just saving the teen's life. It's when someone's driving that fast.
Yeah, my life.
They're
in
putting
the other lane.
you and me also in danger, correct?
Right.
That's exactly right. It's the innocent mom and the mom and daughter coming home from ballet or just whoever. And sadly, we just did a spot for the local newspaper here this morning. Just found out there was a young driver killed in our county last night. Once again, I don't have the details exactly, but it's the same story every day, guys. You go on the internet and Google it, teens killed in high-speed crashes every single day, and we have a product that can absolutely prevent a lot of those.
It's called Highway Guardian. It is GPS-based. And it certainly is providing safety for young drivers, limiting them to a speed of 73. Why 73?
Well, 73, we wanted to make sure that we gave the turnpike went to 70. A lot of states in the United States are 70, and I'm not sure if Ohio's going to go to 70 or not. But the reason we set it at 73,
they need to, Dan. They need to.
Well, they may, and but the 3 is just to give a little bit of buffer there, so they're not hitting that limit mode all the time. So our hopes is that these kids never use our product. We hope they never
get to 73.
Right.
Yeah, and you know what? If you are a young kid and you're a teen, honestly, what I try to tell my kids, and I hope they get, cars can get away from you so fast, man. You don't realize it. And a lot of the kids are driving bigger cars or SUVs, and you feel really safe. And a lot of the vehicles are so tagged up that when you're going 70, it feels like you're going 40 or 50.
It does, too. And
but it gets away from you, Dan, in a hurry. And once it does, that's when the accidents and deaths occur.
It's no getting it back.
Right.
And, the statistics on the 70, some folks are like, man, you should make this at 45, kind of being joking. But, the statistics prove it undoubtedly that most of these high-speed crashes are 80-plus miles per hour. A lot of my fellow state troopers and sheriffs and police officers out there and EMS workers can attest to it. These 100, 110, 120, 130-mile-per-hour crashes, and they just literally disintegrate a car.
Aaron, we caught LeBron. Remember when LeBron was caught going on? You gave the infamous
or
line.
Something, right.
No, the infamous line was where we go, Marks. How fast was he going? Wasn't he going $130 in a Benz or something?
Something incredible. And I think, too, Riz, sometimes 10 miles an hour. You get in a car accident at 83 or 73.
73, you're not dying.
Can make the difference between life and death.
Right.
Aaron, a great thing to that is just reactionary time.
Right.
Your reaction time at 70 miles per hour is a heck of a lot better than 90.
Right.
And that's obviously why the statistics go up so much. Your reaction, and once you do crash, you can't get it back. And
now, I think this is a real great product for you. I mean, congratulations.
Well,
now,
I appreciate it.
I can't imagine anybody that wouldn't want this, or at least you've got to have all the law enforcement people behind it, certainly.
Well, there are a lot of law enforcement and EMS workers behind us. We have a really good team put together. We have an advisory board, which has state troopers on it. We have some sheriff's departments. We have a trauma nurse that's on it. So we're trying to get a diverse group that deals with this kind of stuff. Even our school superintendent at Hillsdale, he's on it now. One of my coaches I coach with, just to get everybody's perspective on how these accidents touch so many people. And the coolest person on this advisory board is a mom. I mean, the thought, if we have a product here that can prevent one mom or dad to go through the heartache of getting that phone call or the knock on the door at 2 a.m. that your son or daughter just been killed in a car accident, then you know what? You said it yesterday.
I said it yesterday. If we sell one of these, we're going to sell more than that. If we sell one of these for you and it saves one life, it's worth it.
Absolutely.
Right? Worth every penny. All right, how do they get a hold of it? You got to go to highwayguardian.com.
Yeah, right now, go to highwayguardian.com. Check us out on Facebook. They can get all the information there about ordering online. Just if we can talk real quickly about install, there's been a lot of people ask. If you have a basic mechanical knowledge of cars, you can install it yourself. If not, take it to your local auto tech. We have a really comprehensive install manual in each one of our boxes. And we actually have a local, just in our Ashland County area, we have a local installer there that's installing right now. So we're hoping to expand this. And, we're looking for dealers. One thing we'd like to hook up with is possible potential partners out there of insurance companies. One thing, used car dealers. I mean, wouldn't it be cool to, you come in with your teen, you buy a $7,000, $8,000 car, and for an extra $300, you can get this thing put on it, lump it into the loan.
Absolutely.
No big deal,
you car dealers, you've got to get hooked up with them. Gosh knows we have so many, including our own Gillingham Ford here. Just to be able to offer this thing would be awesome. I would imagine the response has been great.
Yeah, it has been great. So we're not sure where this ends up. We're not sure where.
You don't know what you got here.
It's really not an auto part. It's really not. We're just not sure where it's going to end up.
It's
the bottom line,
that saves lives.
It saves lives. So we're going to let it kind of figure itself out.
Right. And we don't even realize it, Riz, but you and me, the most dangerous thing we do every day,
drive to work,
is getting in a car and driving to work.
You don't have to tell me. I come 45 minutes from Medina. Highwayguardian.com. Highwayguardian.com. Boy, Dan, anything we could do to help, I know you guys are on board with us. Thank you. The minute you and I met, we hit it off. Well, you're a football coach.
Yeah,
that had something to do with it. But I thought it was one of the greatest things. Really, we might win some kind of new invention award or something. I would put it up for that.
That'd be great.
I really would. Again, limit your teens, man, 73. And don't Joe and Mike and all their friends, 73 is, I don't know why you would need to go faster than 73. Sorry. I honestly can't imagine it. The speed limit is 60 on I-71, for crying out loud. Right. Boy, I hope a lot of people get on board. And right now, highwayguardian.com.
Right.
Highwayguardian.com. Dads, moms, be the one, aunts, uncles, friends, whoever. I know a lot of lead foot teens out there. Taylor. And I'm certainly going to get one of these.
Yeah,
I mean, HighwayGuardian.com, HighwayGuardian.com. Brand new sponsor for the really big show and ESPN 850 WKNR. How's Hillsdale going to be this year?
We're going to be young. Tony,
you lost a lot, didn't you?
We lost a lot.
9-1. You guys are 9-1.
We lost a lot. But you know what? We have a really good system. We've got a great head coach down there, and we have a coaching staff that's been together for a long time. And, that makes a lot of difference in consistency. And we run the midline option stuff and a bunch of neat stuff off of that.
You better get a better schedule if you were 9-1 and didn't make the playoffs.
Well, you know what? I think we picked up Manchester our first game, and they're pretty tough.
Great team, year in and year out. Oh, God, what's the guy's name? He's the principal and the football coach.
At Manchester?
Yeah. Oh, gosh, I've been there in a helicopter. My bad. Aaron, look it up. I should know that. I'm getting old, Dan.
So we're expecting some good things. We got a lot of young kids going to play this year.
HighwayGuardian.com, HighwayGuardian.com. Danny, thanks for being up here. Back with more golfer giveaways when we come back. Go to HighwayGuardian.com right now and check it out. ESPN 850 WKNR.